Hello everyone, my name is Sadie. Welcome to my channel YinReikiLight, and today I wanted to come on because Spirit woke me up at 3:30 this morning and I just started getting a lot of downloads and information about this full moon, or second full moon in Aquarius. It's coming up on Sunday, August 22nd, and so immediately, sort of when I woke up and I tapped into the energy, I got the word, or the words, "it's a surprise." And so I was like, oh, it's a surprise. And they basically, because of Uranus, the Uranus energy, and the planet Uranus is going retrograde on the 20th. There's going to be a lot of really positive surprises for many of us. And so they kind of showed me, there's this game show in the United States that's pretty popular. It's called The Price is Right. And in this show, you get picked from the audience and you go up, and the show was originally hosted by this guy named Bob Barker. So you would go up, you would, play the game. If you won the game and you were like one of the winners, at the end of the game show, they had this thing called the Showcase Showdown. And so the Showcase Showdown was like what you wanted to get to, because basically it was like behind this like screen, they were going to show you all your possible prizes, all the possible things that you could win. And so they would lift up the screen and they would be like, here's your trip to Tahiti, and then here's your brand new car, and everybody would be so excited. But the thing to get the Showcase Showdown, to win the game, you had to bid. You had to bid on how much you think all of those things were worth. And if you bid like correctly and didn't go overbid, and it was between you and like the other person. So the other person would see their Showcase Showdown and they would bid. And so whoever had the closest bid without going over would win. That's how the game was. And they showed me that because that's kind of how this energy with Uranus, second Aquarius full moon, we have, some beautiful Jupiter energy, which Jupiter is the most benevolent and loving and expansive and lucky planet that is in our solar system. So it could be something like that, like a completely unexpected gift, surprise, blessing, chance meetings, although there's no such thing as chance or coincidence. It's always divinely guided. Beautiful synchronistic occurrences, beautiful gifts and blessings and opportunities. Your gift could be a new love, a reunion of love. Your gift could be money. I got an unexpected check in the mail yesterday that I was like completely shocked by. Your gift could be, a new opportunity, a new job. Your gift could be one of your dreams coming true right now. Because it is Aquarius. Aquarius is the star card in the tarot. So a deeply held wish that you've held and wanted for a long time could come true during this full moon energy. Because I'm feeling the energy today, I would say, starting today, between today and the next week, this energy is really going to play out about surprises. And so, again, positive surprises, but they're telling me that, we really, kind of like the Lionsgate message that I gave, you need to be like a kid at Christmas. You need to have this positive expectation of what is coming. Expect the best. Expect the best. Visualize yourself being happy. Visualize and feel the joy of everything you desire coming into manifestation, coming into fruition now, but let go of the outcome. So that was a really, really strong message too, is to not lust after the outcome, to not, be so focused on like the end result that you're not enjoying the moment. It's really to manifest. Part of manifestation is to surrender. Is to surrender and trust that this universe is benevolent, is loving, is unconditional, is infinite, and it is going to bring you the divine fulfillment, and it's going to give you everything that you need and desire, although it's going to come not just in divine timing, but it's going to come for your highest good. So that means that it's not necessarily going to be what your ego wants, but it will be what your soul wants and needs for your growth, development, and for your happiness. Because, you know, when we're happy, when we're in our power, when we're feeling beautiful, confident in our light shines and expands to the world, and it helps to uplift the world. And so a lot of happy expectations. Also because full moons are completions, they're a big completion of a cycle, and full moons are also endings. There could be a massive like cycle ending in your life, big karmic cycles ending, big happy surprise resolutions, especially if you're in a situation where you have no idea how it possibly could turn out to be something good. And, you know, this week you might start seeing the fruition and sort of the completion and conclusion of that. So just be on the lookout for that as well, because a lot of happy endings, a lot of just really, really, you know, a lot of times we're on our path, we're doing the work, we're going through the struggle, we're in the thick of things, and sometimes we feel forgotten by the universe. Like, hey, you know, I've been in this for a long time, and I just feel like, you know, I keep going and I'm having faith and I'm trusting the process, but you know, I'm not seeing signs of life. I'm not seeing where, you know, all the good is coming to me. And that's going to change for many of us this week. You're going to really start to see and feel how protected you are, how loved you are, how held you are, and that, you know, the universe is open and ready to reward you. And it's just time for you to just truly believe in that and receive it. So the song that keeps coming up for me, I've heard it literally like 10 times in the last week, is Don't Stop Believing by Journey. And I like, yes, angels, I know, I get it. I'm not going to stop believing. But yeah, that's really where we're at right now, is just don't stop believing. Even if something seems completely impossible, completely improbable, the universe is conspiring for you to have the win, for you to get the victory, whatever that means for you, because it's going to be different things for different people. But the gift is going to come. It's just going to come in a shocking and unexpected way. I'm going to tell you a story of someone that I knew. I used to be close to. We lost contact, but I knew this guy, and he told me the story of his sister. So she was going through a really rough time in her life. She was putting herself through college. Her and her boyfriend, who she thought was the one, had just broken up because he cheated on her. She, you know, was in her last year of college, but money was really a struggle for her. She found a part-time job being a home health caretaker. And the client that she, you know, would take care of, her and him got this really close bond, you know, and they would talk about movies and TV shows, and they would watch movies together and stuff like that. And the guy was dying of cancer and he had just lost his wife too, recently, probably like within that year. And, you know, he would tell her stories of you know, how she was his true love and how they got together and all that stuff. And, you know, they were both with other people when they met each other and didn't think that they could ever be together. And then, you know, life happens and the universe conspired to bring them together. And then they were married for like almost 40 years before she passed. And he would tell her these things to kind of like give her hope. This is not the point of the story though. So his condition deteriorated and he needed to be put in a facility. She still would keep in contact with him regularly, twice a week. She would go see him or she would call him up. He eventually passed away. After the funeral, she got a phone call saying, you know, he left you something in the will, so you need to come and we're going to read the will. When they read the will, his children, he had 2 children, they were given the house, you know, some property that he had, you know, all the different assets in the house, you know. And then at the end of the reading, he said, all of my stocks, all of my bonds, and all of his investments went to this girl, the friend that I had, his sister. And the family was shocked because this guy had millions of dollars of investments. He had been investing for years and he had tons of stocks and bonds, and the family fought it for a long time. They actually went to court. They had a brutal court battle for over a year. But there was a letter that he had written with the will to the family and said basically this, that, you know, after his wife died, he was destroyed and he wanted to die too. And when he found out he had cancer, it actually made him happy because he knew he didn't have much time left. And he would reach out to his family, want to see them, want to call them. They were always too busy. And then when he hired the girl that was his caretaker, my friend's sister, he just felt a love and that, you know, someone, his last days of life really actually loved him and cared for him and spent time with him, and that he mattered to them. And even after you know, she couldn't be his caretaker anymore and he went into a facility because he was at the late stages of his cancer, she still made a point to see him, to speak with him, to spend time with him, you know, weekly. And he said, you know, I left this to her because she showed me that I mattered when you guys didn't bother to even come and visit. And so I'm bringing up this stories because she did eventually get the stocks and bonds. She was able to sell some stuff, sell some of the stocks. She made a lot of money. She still has money. She hooked up her brother, who was a friend of mine. He had gone through a hard time. He had lost a lot. He had lost his house in foreclosure. He had just had a lot of, you know, bad luck. She gave him some money and she gave him a car. She bought him a car. That was the gift that he needed that shifted everything around for him, because with the little bit of money that she gave him, he was able to invest in a business. His business became successful. You know, he was able, from the success of his business, he was able to get a house, everything. So I bring up this story, and Spirit brought it to my attention for 2 reasons. Number 1, you don't know the shocking ways in which your gifts will come to you, or in which the gifts that you receive, when you receive it and you are reciprocal with it, meaning you don't just hold it for yourself, but you share it with others who need it. Like she shared it with her family, her brother, and other members of her family, and they all ended up doing very well because of her gift. But she got that gift because she was a good and kind person. This is the other message of this full moon. Kindness matters. People may not remember what you said to them. They may not remember what you did to them, but they will always remember how you made them feel. And in this world right now, especially with so much darkness, so much chaos, so much fear, so much cruelty, the kindness that you give and share, not only does it matter, but you don't know what someone's struggling with or what someone's really going through. And that kindness may end up coming back and being the gift that completely changes the course of your life because you gave that kindness. You know, she didn't have to go see him after she was no longer working for him. She didn't have to go visit him. She didn't have to keep in contact with him, but she did. She did. And he saw that. And she, who was this girl that he didn't even freaking know, who just was like a part-time employee, was coming to visit him and cared more about him than his own children did. So, you know, right now especially, that's what Spirit said, is your acts of kindness are acts of mercy, and they will have a ripple effect in this world in ways that you do not understand and do not know. And it's funny, it's raining right now as I'm saying this, but I'm just going with the flow. But you know, be kind to yourself always first, but be kind to others. You never know just how your kind words impact someone, how they give them hope, how they change their lives, you know, and how you doing just your normal being who you are and giving normal acts of kindness, how that can come back to you in beautiful ways. Because with this full moon, we have Saturn that's in retrograde. And, you know, Saturn gets a bad rap because it is the planet of karma. It is a hard energy. It's about hard work. It's about staying on task. It's about doing the right thing. But when you do, you're rewarded big. You get, you know, billions of dollars of stocks and bonds that you were not expecting. She didn't know he was a millionaire. She had no clue until after he died and he had left all that to her in the will. So again, just be kind, trust in your gifts, trust in the universe, trust and surrender to the mystery of all of it. Don't lust after the outcome, you know, whatever that outcome may be for you. Just know that it's coming, and know that the divine is bringing it to you in the best possible way, but also in completely unexpected and incredible and amazing ways. So that's what they meant to me by it's a surprise, because it really is. This energy really is a surprise. The other message that came through this morning was you know, just about really trusting your intuition. This is kind of the message that's been really sort of nudging at me this week. If you feel guided to do something, to go somewhere, to do something in a different way. This morning I felt guided to come here to this park. I don't usually come here, but I wanted to sit by the water in the intercoastal. I'll show you guys real quick. This is my view right now. And, you know, this is where I was guided to come and be this morning. At 3:30 this morning, they showed me a picture of this park and this spot, and they're just like, you need to come sit here. But when you really listen to your intuition and your guidance, it's like, you don't know the synchronistic meeting or that chance opportunity or that beautiful gift that wants to come to you, how it's going to come to you. And so if you listen to what Spirit's saying, like, go to this place, do this thing, like, trust me, and trust the universe that you're going to get something beautiful from it. So that's the other message of this energy for the full moon. Really, right now, especially because the moon is your feminine energy. It is your intuition. intuition, it is your instincts, it is your receptivity, it is your emotions. If you're feeling something to do something or go somewhere, you're feeling inspired, do it. Do it. Don't hold back. Don't let your mind get in the way. Don't let the thoughts and the, oh, I can't do that today, or I don't have time. No, you do have the time. Do it. Do it. You don't know what gift is there for you. You don't know if it's going to be a chance encounter where you run into your divine counterpart. You don't know if it's going to be a chance encounter with someone else who brings you an incredible opportunity. Right now, especially from this Lion's Gate. This Lion's Gate was game-changing. I've never, the Lion's Gate energy is every year, but I've never been impacted by it as much as I have this year. The downloads, the insight, the inspiration, the energy that I'm picking up on is like this propelling me forward in ways that I never expected or imagined, and that's what it's about. Your gift could be a huge quantum leap on your life path, on your life purpose. Your gift could be the lottery. Your gift could be, becoming in union with your twin flame. Your gift could be everything. Your gift can be anything. Anything is possible. Expect the unexpected. Sometimes it's overwhelming to surrender and to trust in the unknown, but the mystery is so beautiful, and it wants to give you magic. It wants to lift you up. It wants to make you happy. It wants you to feel loved and supported and held, and to trust in the benevolence and good of life. That's what this is about. It's like, trust in it. Trust in the good, because there's so much good around you. Even if the world is in chaos, you don't have to be pulled into it. But if you feel compelled to help in a way and compelled to give, do share your gifts. Your gift could be time. Your gift could be that you go and volunteer, with at-risk youth, or with, animals that have been abandoned. Your gift could be, giving away your unused and unwanted items to someone who really needs it. That thing that's been sitting in your closet for years that you don't even use and look at might be the thing that somebody's praying that they need right now and they can't get for themselves. Your gift could be donating unwanted clothes. This time we're still in this energy of the abundance of the Lion's Gate and of the 8 energy, because it's the August month. So abundance is a big theme right now. But abundance is not just receiving gifts, it's also giving them. It's giving of your time, of your talents, of your encouragement, of your heart, your soul, of your money if you have it. It's so funny. The other day I was with my son. We went to the gym, and we were coming home from the gym, and he saw a homeless man, and he asked me, hey, do you have a couple bucks? And at first I didn't know what he was asking me the money for, because I didn't see the guy right away. And I said, sure. And I pulled out a couple bucks from my wallet, and he rolled down his window and he gave it to him. And he said to me, and this is like my proud mom moment. Oh my God, I love my son. I love the man that he's becoming. He just turned 17 a couple weeks ago. But he said to me, it doesn't matter what that guy does with the money. If he goes and buys food, if he goes and buys drugs, doesn't matter. What matters is that we have it to give, and that we do our part to help others. And I was like, oh my God, you get it. I love you. I'm so proud. But that's the truth. Like, what someone does with the gifts that we give them, that's their business. What's for us to know and what's for us to do is just to do the right thing, and just to be, if we have it and we feel compelled and guided to do it, to share it, because that comes back in untold ways. It's always coming back. The flow is ever ending. It's never ending. It's constant. It's reciprocal. True abundance is the ability to give freely give without expectation, but also to receive everything, receive infinitely, and just continue to give and receive. That is the universe. That is the earth. That is how the earth nourishes us and replenishes us. There is always enough. There's always going to be enough. And so just believe in the abundance of the universe. Believe that you're so loved and so held and so supported in this beautiful, beautiful full moon. And this video is getting very long. I apologize. But I do want to pull a couple cards from the Light Seers Tarot deck. So I'm going to pull a couple cards. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides and guardians and angels. What other energies do you want us to pay attention to? What other messages do you have for us for this full moon? Okay. The three that flew out is Five of Swords. So for a lot of you right now, you might be in this mind energy, this mental energy of loss, regret, feeling a little bit down, worry. There's a lot of worry energy just in the collective right now. But what Spirit's wanting you to do really is to look forward, to focus on your goals, your desires, your dreams. Whatever has happened in the past, whatever has been lost, let it be in the past. Let the dead die, let it be buried. Look forward, because your ship is coming in. Even if you can't see it, it might be on this horizon, but the more that you keep looking forward, dreaming big, trusting the universe to provide, everything will be provided for you, because the last card was the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, this is all your growth, all the steady growth, all the hard work that you've been putting in. It's right here underneath the surface, and you're going to start to see with this full moon, everything just sprouting, everything coming up. You're going to reap the harvest. You're going to receive the gifts. So just trust in that and let go of the past, let go of your fears, let go of the pain, let go of the hurt. Continue looking forward. I love the expression, stop looking backward, because you're not going that way. You're going forward. So keep looking forward and believe that your harvest is coming in. You are reaping the good that you have sown. This full moon is really, really showing us all that we're going to reap the good that we have sown over this whatever cycle. Everybody's been in their own cycle, but whatever cycle you've been in, you're going to reap the benefits and the rewards. So just trust and believe. Don't stop believing, like Journey says. And I hope everyone has a beautiful full moon and a blessed day. Take care.